Cash on deposit can be taxed in the company and then taxed again when you take it out personally. And for some directors, that top rate can be 45%. Let me start with something I see all the time. You've worked hard, you've built a profitable business, you've done the sensible thing and kept cash in the company just in case. And yet that same sensible decision can quietly become one of the biggest drags on your long-term wealth. Because the truth is this, cash on deposit is often a poor long-term plan. Not because cash is bad, cash has a purpose, gives you safety, flexibility and confidence. But when cash becomes permanent, it can create a silent leak. Here's what happens when a company cash pile sits on deposit. The interest is often modest. The company pays corporation tax on that interest. Inflation then quietly eats away at spending power. And if you eventually want to use that money personally, extracting it can trigger another layer of tax. So you get hit twice. First in the company, then taxed personally. Like I said, for some directors, that personal rate can be as high as 45%, depending on total income and how funds are drawn. Let me tell you a quick story, because this is where it becomes real. A director I met recently was doing brilliantly. Strong turnover, good margins, a solid team. And over time, the business had built up a sizable cash reserve. John said, "I'm not even spending it, it's just sitting there." On the surface, that sounds like success. But when we looked close, had a problem he didn't realize he had. His cash was earning very little. The company was paying tax on the interest, and his retirement planning was basically, "I'll deal with it later." Here's the simplest thing to think about. Most directors don't have a return problem. They have a structure problem. They built wealth in a place that's great for trading, but not always efficient for turning that wealth into long-term personal freedom. If you're a director with substantial cash sat on deposit and part of you is thinking, "I know I should do something with this, but I don't want to make a mistake," that's normal. I'm Stephen Pitcher. Thanks for watching.